Hi everyone, welcome to Krokozuna Productions. This is the first cooking video. I've done a food video and some candy sampling, but never anything cooking. It's going to be very simple. All this is going to be instant ramen deluxe, and I like to use this brand because it is quite good. It's a little bit pricier than your Maruchan at the supermarket, but it's called Chuka Myojo Zanmai, and it's really good. Trust me on that one. But a lot of times people just tend to make ramen noodles and just eat the noodles, but we want to have somewhat of a complete dish. So what I like to do, I've already prepped the ingredients, is to do something called a stir-fried veggie or a yasai itame. So I've cut some cabbage, some onions, carrots for color and some sweetness, green onion for garnish, and for my protein I like to use tofu. So all this is going to come together into a bowl of ramen. So for the yasai itame, or the sauteed vegetables or stir-fried vegetables, I like to heat up just a little bit of cooking oil. Put the chopsticks in, sizzles, it's ready. What I like to do is I like to season the oil, a little bit of salt, so it permeates the vegetables. Take the vegetables I showed you earlier, in they go. This is just a casual everyday dining, doesn't matter what order they go in. You know, some people might like their carrots first, and as I said, this is a stir fry, so you want to stir, and you'll see that this doesn't take too long, but how firm or how tender you want your vegetables is entirely up to you. I like to get them, at least to the point that they're wilted. And once this cooking process is done, we want to set these aside because I like to put them over top of my ramen noodle. So we continue this, and you see the volume shrinking as the water starts to cook off of them. It looks like there's a lot of vegetables, but you'd be surprised how small this is going to end up becoming. But really, and let's not forget, ramen by itself really doesn't have a whole lot of nutritious or nutritional value, so we want to make sure that we add nutritional value by making some good healthy toppings. So Myojo Zanmai soup base comes in a liquid and a powder, and the recipe calls for 2.5 cups of water. I like to bring it to a good boil, get everything mixed in a saucepan, and I like to add my tofu directly, because tofu, all it does is take on the taste of its surroundings. That way you get the tofu cooked in the soup, and also gives it an opportunity to absorb the flavor. So we let this simmer for a second. And over here I already have the noodles cooked and prepared. What I like to do is I do like to chill them. The instructions probably say cook the noodles and then allow for it to mix the soup in, but what I like to do is to just cook them, chill them, because I like them really firm or al dente. Behind me the soup is ready, so I just like to pour, because once you get this hot soup in, you're pretty much, whoa, I fogged up my lens. Sorry about that pause. I had to use both hands to get the tofu into the soup. Give it a little bit of a mix, because I said you poured the hot soup onto some cold noodles, but that way you get some nice al dente. Here's the yasai itame, or the stir-fried vegetables. I like to put them right on top with the soup. You can put a lot or you can put a little. It's up to you. Whatever's left you could just eat as a salad. I forgot to mention earlier that I put a lot of fresh ground pepper in as well to add to the flavor. And as a final touch, the green onions, which I don't add to the... I'm pretty generous with it. I saw them do this in Japanese ramen shops. And there you go, a very hearty bowl of instant ramen. So thank you for watching this video on Crokozuna Productions. Please like this video and hit subscribe.